Welcome back to Detroit Tigers Deep Dive, the podcast where we break down everything Detroit Tigers from the dugout to the bullpen. I'm your host, Jake Rema, and today, oh boy, we've got an absolute thriller to unpack. Tigers take it in extras 8-6 over the Rockies at Coors Field. And joining me tonight is none other than Tigers analyst and lifelong fan, Sarah Collins. Sarah, I know it's late, but thanks for staying up for this one.
Jake, I couldn't sleep even if I tried after that game. What a roller coaster. My heart's still racing. But hey, a win's a win, and I'm here for it.
Exactly. And what a gutsy win it was. We're going to talk about Javi Baez's breakout night, Spencer Torkelson's clutch RBI, the bullpen holding it down, and yes, we have to talk about Jackson Jobe's Rocky outing. But first, Sarah, let's start with your instant reaction. How do you sum up this wild game?
Well, Jake, honestly, chaos. 6 runs given up early, falling behind multiple times, but this team just kept clawing back. The offense was relentless. And Javi Baez, I don't even know what to say. He looked like the Baez we all dreamed of when we signed him. 4 RBIs from the 9-hole. Unreal.
Couldn't agree more. It's like he's turned back the clock. And how about that 10th inning? Spencer Torkelson with the double to take the lead. And then Trey Sweeney. Okay, I got to ask Sarah, was that really a hit? Or should it have been ruled an error on Beck in left?
Oh, you're stirring the pot, Jake? Honestly, I think it's generous to call it a hit. Beck misread it, got screened a little by the shortstop. Sure, but that's a ball a major league left fielder has to catch. But hey, we'll take the hit. Scorekeeper's doing us a favor.
Absolutely. Stat padding never hurt. But let's talk bullpen because, wow, 6 scoreless innings. Will Vest, with 2 electric innings, even channeled a little Tarek Skubal with that primal scream. Sarah, how big was this bullpen tonight?
Huge. Absolutely clutch. After Jobe struggled, and we'll talk about him in a sec, it could have spiraled. But Herter, Hanifi, Conla, Vest, all stepped up. Not just holding the Rockies scoreless, but pitching out of traffic too. This wasn't clean baseball. There were base runners, pressure, but they kept their composure. I think this is the deepest the bullpens felt all year.
Couldn't agree more. And let's circle back to Jobe. We've been hyping him up for months as the top prospect. Tonight wasn't pretty. 6 earned runs in 3 2-3 innings, a lot of full counts, a lot of hard contact. Sarah, how concerned should Tigers fans be?
I'm not panicking yet, Jake. Coors Field is brutal for young pitchers. It's like throwing a wiffle ball out there. But yeah, command wasn't there. He fell behind too many hitters, and his slider wasn't biting. It's a learning moment. He's still 21. Let's see how he bounces back in a pitcher-friendly park next start.
Great point. You don't throw away the scouting report off one Coors start. And hey, credit to the offense for picking him up. Let's highlight some bats. Trey Sweeney, back-to-back 4-hit games. Gleyber Torres staying hot. Colt Keith chipping in an RBI. And I loved how they kept pressure all night.
Exactly. They weren't just swinging for the fences. Smart situational hitting. I also love seeing them scrap those runs together in the 3rd and 4th. This lineup is deeper than it gets credit for.
Totally. And now they're 10 games over 500. Who had that on their bingo card for May? This division is up for grabs. Quick shout out to the fans, too. Sounded like a mini Tigers home crowd at Coors.
Yeah, you could hear those cheers loud and clear on TV. Love seeing the fan base travel like that.
All right, Sarah, before we hit the break, who's your player of the game?
Come on, Jake, it's gotta be JV. 4 RBIs, 2 clutch singles, redemption arc in full swing. I've been critical of him in the past, but credit where it's due. This is the Baez we've been waiting for.
Javi it is. I'll throw a close second to Will Vest for shutting the door. All right, folks, quick break. When we come back, we'll look ahead to tomorrow's doubleheader, projected starters, and answer your fan questions. Stick around. Welcome back to Detroit Tigers Deep Dive. Jake and Sarah here breaking down a wild 8-6 extra inning win over the Rockies. Sarah, we've got a doubleheader tomorrow. Casey Mize in Game 1 and still TBD for Game 2. What's your key to the twin bill?
Honestly, Jake, Mize has to set the tone early. Can't burn out the bullpen again in Game 1. We saw tonight how much work they had to do. And offensively, same approach. Get on base, force pressure, don't wait for the big homer.
Preach. And if they can take both tomorrow, they might just start believing this first place thing is real. Any final thoughts before we wrap?
Just that it's a fun time to be a Tigers fan. Enjoy this run. And hey, if JV keeps this up, I'm buying his jersey, Jake.
I'll hold you to that. All right, folks, that's it for tonight's deep dive. Be sure to subscribe, leave us a review, and follow us on socials for more Tigers talk. For Sarah Collins, I'm Jake Rema. We'll catch you after the doubleheader. Go Tigers!